Hey YouTubes, this is another proof of concept video. What we're looking at is the replacement for the head poles. If you look at any of the other fight videos, then you'll see that the issue with it is that they're not getting a lot of movement. So what I've decided to do is scrap that and go for a robot supporting track. So if you have a look, I think you'll understand what I'm talking about. So basically, if we hop inside the octagon, so these are skateboard wheels because they'll be able to take the weight, hopefully. And so this is another idea. I'm just working on that, but this was the original idea, where you just have the truck upside down, hanging with the robot hanging underneath it, and it's free to move forward and back. If it gets hit, it'll move back, and if you punch, you sort of move forward. So there'll always be forward and backward motion. The issue with this is that the corners would dig into the wood, so you have a bit of movement side that way and that way. That could be fixed by rounding the corners more, maybe. But what I went for was just to attach two bits, because I've got heaps of this timber, is attach two bits of 22 by 22 to the bottom to give it more length, and it seems to have done the trick. Obviously I have to test it with what I may do is round the corners on it, but I still need to really sort out the width that it'll be working with, and that kind of thing. But so that's where I'm up to at the moment. So I just need to open up the track a little bit. So we'll see what it's like with a bit of weight on the bottom, probably around the corners, on everything as well, just with a knife or something. But it seems to have done the trick. So we'll see what it's like with. I'll probably just attach a piece of wood to the bottom of it and see what it does. Okay. With this version, I've attached a 4x2 to give it some weight. If you can see that. Okay, so that's attached to the, I don't know what you call them, thing attached to the truck of the skateboard wheels. And so we've got success if we push at the top of the or moderate success anyway. If we push it at the top behind it, yeah, what I'm finding anyway, this is what I'm finding, is that it does want to pin itself up against the side, like this side here, if you push, particularly if you push at the bottom. So the next thing I'm going to try is I'm going to put some loose washers at either end of this to act like bearings. So we'll see if that helps at all. So this is the idea. So as it's running along the track, these will stop the actual timber pressing against the timber. So in theory, I mean, it's a very crude way of doing it, but we'll see if that works. I've put the washers on and they seem to be working really well. The interesting phenomenon, and engineers would know all about this but I don't, is that it works really well if you push it from the top. It just works absolutely beautifully. You can hear the washers working as it goes out of alignment and pushes up stuff. But as you push down on the 4x2, so say from about, there's the top there, from about halfway down, it starts misbehaving quite a bit. It wants to, it sort of makes, it wants you to swing in order for it to go back and forth. But the amount of, yeah, see, that's from the one direction. There may be a tilt of the ground that I'm on as well, but it seems to want to misbehave more on this side, but you can see that it's headed that way. Now, if anyone's, the other thing is that it is pushing that, so if I attach them, I'll clamp the boards down or something, and we'll see. But personally, I think it's worth Oh, whoops. Okay, oh, the other thing is that they tilt up so much that the washer can flip up over the top of the actual board, like it's done that now. I'll show you at the top. So that's flipped up there and it's caught, so it'll be worth testing out and see what sort of problems it gives us. Either that, or do we do we make a brace, like something that joins to here and keeps this down, you know, like on the bottom side of the board, so it clamps it down this way. Might be worth a go, but we'll see.